90 to about 92% of the game, so they've got a bit of rest time under their belt, whereas the Kangaroos' corresponding numbers have run the whole game out.
Yeah, very close to holding it. Seavey tried to push it forward to Cousins. Over the ball is Harris in the opposite direction. Seavey. Umpire blows the whistle. Rawlings arrives. Judd.
Come on!
Harvey, that's happening away from the ball.
Bounce it and get it on.
Judd, a little bit of a whack.
Everyone watched the footy?
Yes, he did.
Daniel Wells, he could have Somebody's seen it.
Yep. One for the cheer squad there. The North Melbourne fans. The Kangas got up on their toes. Look at this off the ball. And Fletcher just making a bit of room. Rawlings made the most of it. Inside 50 it goes. Thompson fires high. Off the back of the pack. Harding into the open goal. Has he got it? It's hit the post. No. Still play on. Rushed.
Now, I'll say that. We look at the pressure that's applied. I wouldn't mind having a look at the tackle that's applied to Lee Harding.
Look at this. Didn't have the ball, did he?
He never secured it. He never got the footy.
Well, there you go. It doesn't matter. We're back to 11 points. We'd rather don't make a decision and give one. This is a dangerous situation. Kangas have got the numbers. Jones just gives it back to Stevens. Back to Jones. Under pressure. Gets it to Colbert. Colbert breaks the tackle. Has a man on. Harvey's in the pocket. It stayed up at a long time. He should have gone the first option. They had numbers clear. But it was good play by the Eagles defence to club it to the boundary line. Plenty of time. 7 minutes and 22 seconds. We've got another thriller on Friday Night Football in front of 33,151.
Now, Little Fletcher's the one who wins the ball, but Sainsbury, his opponent with pace.
Down in front, steps line. Here's Fletcher. Forced to kick with the right boot. Sends it up towards the wing. Chick worked off the line of it. Atkins did well to Kerr. Kerr pulls it back to the middle. Seavey into space now. Got a very unkind bounce. Chick arrived quickly. Well done, Seavey. Chick kicks for space and Hanson. Hanson can run onto it. Go into an open goal. Smothered off the boot brilliantly by Watt. And the ball is ricocheted through for a behind.
I guarantee you with another 30-40 days of experience under his belt, Ash Hanson would sidestep that approaching player.
Think so. Just step around him. Watt was committed. As it was, Watt did brilliantly. Now Farito is getting a free kick at right half back. And this game really spilling over and the crowd getting very involved. Farito drives it towards midfield. Coming up strongly was Lynch. Knocked it to his own advantage. There's a man on in the square. Philip Matera. Nobody near him. And Lynch has kicked it behind.
Oh boy, two mistakes there. Lynch into the open goal. Matera was all on his own.
Well, earlier on the Kangaroos couldn't see him. Now the West Coast Eagles can.
There he is too. Boy, he's going to let him know about it.
That's a nice dance combination, that one. Bit of a lassoing. What about me in the square? Free kick to Simpson off the ball. Was pushed off.
That's the Simpson size for the marking contest against his opponent. Cousins that worried him into that spoil.
At the same time, Farito was over-ambitious with the kick out wide, and it was chopped off by Big Lynch. So,
now they can't,
even Stevens.
They can't panic the ball forward here, the Kangaroos. Still have to use it wisely.
11 points, plenty of time. Harding has been a real go-to player. 18th possession for Lee Harding. He's had a big night. 3 goals, 2. Now inside 50, he goes with the kick up towards Jones. Couldn't quite hold the mark, but he's done it beautifully. Picks it up. Goes back to Boomer Harvey. Inside. Just the 15. Pratt's got it.
Not a great kick.
What? 1 point this year and one goal, 1 in his career.
What made position then? Thompson signalling to kick it to the fat side into space.
He's a good kick of the ball, though. You reckon he's not? I'll back him in. All right, he's outside 50.
I reckon he's a bit of a slogger.
Comes in, puts it to the top of the square with an educated kick. Up they go. Offhand, it's Weir Punda, though, who kicks out the full. Oh, the push is enormous here. It is enormous.
Well, this is where you know Severio Rocket just hanging around 50, threatening to kick one from outside 50.
Harris has got it. He's 75 from home.
11 points the margin, just over 5 minutes now, so time becoming a factor. Back to Colbert. He's about 80 metres from goal. He's almost back on the wing to take the kick. Lee Colbert. Plenty of bodies back inside his forward 50, sets it up. Weirapanda anxious to make amends. Gutsy mark. Drifting across in front of the oncoming pack to take it. Kerr has it now. Jones runs ahead. That's ignored, at least initially. Cox wants it short, back towards the middle. He thinks about that.
The whole team virtually spreads forward, and so they'll find players in space. It will only be short possession here for the Eagles.
Jones has got it. 15-10, 13-11. Just over 4.5 minutes now. You need to change the footy.
Is that 3 now that they picked out in the full in the last few minutes?
That's because they're all flooding into the back line, and you can't go long to somebody that's not there because it'll come back with interest. So they try and pick out the short pass, and they always go wide out of their back line, the Eagles.
There's Sainsbury back towards half-back. Clock continues to run. Plays it back to Colbert. Time of the essence. Colbert to the wing. Ferrito wheels around. That's better, yes. Move it on now. Ferrito needs a long kick. He obliges. Sends it long. Down towards Thompson, who battles one out. Oh, wonderful. We're a punda.
That's 3 in a row for Wakanda.
He just picks the ball off in flight so well.
And 2 of them courageous, outstanding marks.
That is fantastic stuff. 25 disposals for David Wakanda. He has been super tonight. Whoa, I tell you what, taking a while was Banfield. He's turned it over. Again, the Kangaroos have got the numbers here. Kerr's in trouble. Got the ball out. Harris can quickly get it on if he can pick it up. Great play by Cousins. That was a magnificent bump. Because it's so easy to give away a free kick in those situations, and Cousins hit him hard enough to put him off the ball. Great play. Look at that.
Yeah, he totally knew what he was doing.
And the second one, I mean, he had to take a big man out of the contest there. 2 hard ball gets for him. Or hard attempts anyway. Stink line to the boundary line was good football, and the ball is close enough to centre wing.
Now we're looking at the story here, the Kangaroos coming back, but how good are the West Coast Eagles at standing up here against great committed pressure. Pressure to the wrong spot.
How about that?
Lee Colbert had 29 disposals. That is a career high at the Kangaroo for Lee Colbert.
Foxton almost got a free kick there. Harris coughed it up. Away comes Cousins. Short pass at Hanston. Full-chested. He's marked 60 metres out. Chip says, take your time. He's got other ideas. Kicks for space. And Lynch is marked 35 metres out on a slight angle.
Well, Lee Brown has been tag-teamed all night. If it's not Lynch, it's Hanson. They're both on the ground now on the pressure time, so they've got 2 key forwards up there. But he just could not chase him around. We saw Big Lee Brown on the back flank 30 seconds ago. He's had to run into the forward line, and then Lynch has run a hook turn. As soon as he got there, Lynch let out.
It was like an afterthought too, Lynch. Suddenly remembered, I've got to point to the umpire and show him where the mark is. They should do, I think we said a couple of weeks ago, Dan, some of these forwards should do a Tiger Woods and carry a coin. There's Lynch. He kicks from right on the 50. Gives it a right. He can kick it a long way. He's missed. Not by much, but he's missed. He's kicked 2-2, and still the Kangaroos are alive.
Just at the moment, they decide now to go long and strong up the middle of the ground. An ordinary kick, but it's got there, and Rawlings has taken the mark. The handball's onto Archer, crashes through, keeps his feet. Now he goes out wide to Harris, who has to go long and direct. Harris does exactly that. Thompson's got the man there. He's got the front spot off hands, holding into the open goal. Can he get it? Yes, he can get it. That post. Well, if you could get 10 points for doing that, you'd never do it in a lifetime, would you?
And it's not even a fat bit there.
Oh, no, he's kicked 3 goals, 3. Can you believe this? Hardy.
Oh.
It's harder to do that than kick the goal.
It's an emancipated fat bit.
Yes, 3 goals, 4 attacks for Harding tonight. Oh, look at even Gary Lyons got his head in his hands.
Well, Laidley took the news pretty well. He was quite pragmatic about it.
11 points of difference. Term, I won't say it could be a valuable point because it would have been a lot more valuable as a goal. But Petrie's got it, and you never know. You're like in the big city, as Lou used to say.
Just forward of the wing.
He's got 50.
He's got 50.
Yeah, Hanson ran through the mark, trying to get around to cut off Sainsbury, running around the hook turn on the back.
It's been a wild game, this one. Umpire Bozo stepping it out. Horsfeld loosening the collar.
And watch this, Sainsbury's run around. See Hanson's come through to try and cut him off.
Yeah.
So Petrie inside the 50, under 2 minutes. And this to pull it under a goal.
And the whole of the West Australian state is hoping you'll stand on the mark, Dennis.
I think Petrie will kick it down. And it comes. And he's missed it.
You are a classic.
Well,
we shouldn't laugh.
I'll tell you what, though. That's 2 puds that have been missed by the Kangaroos in the last 30 seconds of this game.
In fairness, they're pretty tired, but yes, you'd expect him to kick that.
Petrie, I don't know if you can read into body language all that much, but he does look dead on his feet and has for 30 minutes.
Plenty of time in the 50-metre penalty, maybe to conjure somebody to come up and take it from him, but it's easy enough from here. Jeez, but there he is. He is dead on his feet. I mean, he has worked so hard tonight.
Yeah.
He's had to beat Seavey, he's had to beat Cox, the #1 ruckman in the competition, and he has fought a great battle. Let's not be too hard on him either. Here's a chance for the Kangas still. Corey Jones, they've got to get one here. The long bomb is inside. They all fly. Sam Brock has just come onto the ground. It's 6 for him. He's got it. He's kicked the ball. Big step. Can you believe it? They're back in town with a minute out on the clock.
Well, when you look at the centre bounce coming up now, Sam Rocker somehow, right down where the Savs kicked the crumbing Rovers goal in the last 5 years. He's crumbed that. It's come to deck. What about that? And what a time to do it. But you've got to get your best underneath plays. You've got to get Harris in there if you're a Kangaroos fan.
A storming finish by the Kangaroos. They've kicked the last 3 goals. Centre clearances in this term for the West Coast Eagles. 5-1. Can they get another one here? Centre's clear infringement. It's going to the Kangaroos. Clock is stopped. 1 minute and 2 seconds. Petrie back on the ground after a minor adjustment. He came off briefly.
They've had him in for the others tonight.
So down the other end, there's the front of the square infringement.
Petrie goes for distance. Tumbles it inside the forward 50. Almost the mark to Jones. He's getting a free kick. Well, how big is this? I don't think he paid the mark. I think it was over the shoulder. Jones squares it. And the ball is taken outside the defensive 50 by Lynch, and this may be enough for the West Coast Eagles. Another true kick here, and time could be consumed. It's a good kick too, well weighted. Banfield judged it nicely. Simpson coming back, couldn't get in the play. We're down to 25 seconds. Banfield over the top to Selwood. They work it by degrees around the boundary on the outer side. Under 20. It's slipping away. Nothing Gary Lyon can do. John Worsfold knows they've been challenged, but they're a well-disciplined outfit inside the forward 50. Archer commits to the pack, stops the clock with 5 seconds to go, but it seems the West Coast Eagles have won their 14th.
19 inside 50s to 8 Kangaroos way in the last quarter. They had their chances, some missed opportunities, and it's going to be it. The Eagles are going to hang on. The Kangaroos have sent a message that they're amongst the best teams in the competition in 2005, to take nothing away from the West Coast Eagles, because they are clearly the best team at the moment going around in the AFL. They've hung on in a tight one on a very unhappy hunting ground for the West Coast Eagles over the years at Telstra Dome, and have won by 4 points. A memorable win for the West Coast Eagles, 15-11, 101, have defeated the Kangaroos 14-13, 97. And Lee Harding will not sleep well tonight, remembering that last
slamming it into the woodwork
from the goal square.
It's good value. Nathan Thompson supplied a target all night. They dried up with their run in the midfield in quarters 2 and 3, and he just could not get out on the lead. Glenn Archer, well, did he have his number taken for a swing back on Daniel Chick on the wing in the 3rd quarter? He did have his number taken. Yep.
Let's go down to Tony Jones. He's with the 200 game play tonight. Daniel Chick.
Thanks very much, Eddie. Well, 200 gamer, as Eddie said there, and what a way to celebrate.
Yeah, it's a big win. It's good fun playing Friday night in front of the country, and we don't get many games, so I really enjoyed it.
And not many at Telstra Dome, and as Eddie said in the box just a moment ago, it hasn't been a happy hunting ground for the boys.
Yeah, we've had some challenges this year. We've won in Adelaide, we've won in Brisbane, and we've hopefully turned the record around here in the next few years.
Well, your record in Melbourne in general is going pretty well, isn't it? 3 out of 4 now.
Yeah, well, we've got to win in Melbourne if we want to play in the finals, and that's one of our goals this year, to do our best on the road.
Geez, it was a heck of a game, wasn't it? I mean, they just kept coming at you, and when you don't know how long's left to go, it must be frustrating.
Yeah, it was a long quarter. It was 31 minutes going forward, I think, and I was just